we also have some really good news for you guys. And I am talking about nothing else than the Phantom Terminal. Welcome to Sol Brothers with myself, Simon, today, where it is my job to throw you in the Solana rabbit hole, show you around in our exciting ecosystem, because our mission is to help you stay on top of the latest and greatest in the Solana ecosystem so that you run never out of things to talk with your friends. Awesome. Now, I got a few Solana news for you, and the biggest one today is probably that we have a lot more ETF announcements. So we're going to talk about Solana ETFs today. I'm going to tell you which ones are live again. We also have a few product announcements in the Solana ecosystem that we're going to dive into. Phantom launched something really cool. Monke is making waves again with some innovation on Solana. And we do have some Solana dev and infrastructure updates as well that we can touch on. And the biggest news of today, obviously, is the Solflare Card, which is finally here. Solflare Card is live, and I'm going to show you how it looks like. Besides that, we also going to talk a little bit about some news from SNS and from Flash Trade later on today as well. But let's start with ETF news. So we do have a lot of new filings, actually. I think now the wave is on. The SEC is in the ETF season, in the Solana ETF season. It opened the ETF season because I think all the insecurities have been removed from the legislation. So people actually know what they're doing when launching ETFs. The floodgates have been opened. So we do have TSOL from 21 shares, which is a new Solana ETF. And it is now available for trading. The ticker of this is obviously TSOL. And yeah, I think this is probably one of the, it's one of the three ones. And before that, last week, we already had a few other ETF launches as well. And the next one that has been announced as well is Fidelity. One of the largest asset managers has also launched the ETF right now, which is FSOL. And that ETF is also trading. Again, huge news. Solana main account is definitely reposting these things like it's hot bread. And then the next one, we have VanEck as well with a Solana staking ETF called VSOL. And they are all live right now in trading. They can be acquired on exchanges, in the public markets. Guys, we are making history here. I don't think it was really feasible 2 years ago. No one has thought about that. Last year, we have been only thinking about the potential of an ETH ETF. Bitcoin ETF was on the, obviously still, I think, nascent, the idea to it. And now we have a Solana ETF. It's the third time, actually, that a cryptocurrency has an official ETF from multiple issuers here. And I think this is huge. Also, the promo video of the VanEck Solana ETF is what's the deal with pudgy penguins and VanEck? Honestly, there must be some deeper meaning. Another pudgy penguins banger, says the VanEck account. So yeah, shout out to the VanEck intern. Definitely having fun here. I've seen VanEck talk a few times on stages a long time ago already, and they have been always very, very crypto friendly and pioneered a lot of things. I think this is another statement because if you look at the other launches, obviously Fidelity Solana ETF is live and TSOL is now available. Nice little logo, but VanEck kind of stands out. They have a pudgy PFP. They have this little meme video. They basically, it looks like they launched a token, but it is an ETF, an exchange-traded fund on exchanges. So what does that mean for Solana? I mean, you guys already know what this means. It means more liquidity flowing into our asset. And that is buying pressure on the open market, not only from people that click the button on Trade Republic, but also from asset managers and from pension funds and from 401ks and from basically everyone that wants to plug in crypto assets, and not only Ethereum, but also an alternative to Ethereum, into their long-term investment plan. And there will be hundreds of thousands of people in the next time that have monthly saving plans with capital flowing into Solana through one of these vehicles. Pretty insane if you think about it. Cool. So those are ETF news that we have touched on for today. I think definitely some really big news, and I'm happy that we're there. But this is something outside of the Solana bubble. But inside of the Solana bubble, we also have some really good news for you guys. And I am talking about nothing else than the Phantom Terminal. Meet Phantom Terminal, your new platform for pro-level trading on the web. So Phantom, definitely an OG in the space, the most used wallet arguably in crypto. They managed to just break through all the noise during every single market and make especially during the meme craze, make the normal people sign up to crypto via Phantom. It is like, this is one of these products where a lot of people that actually use Phantom have no idea what's happening in the back, which is great. They don't really understand crypto. They don't really understand what all these tokens are. They don't know what exchanges really do, but they have the Phantom app. And then you tell them about a ticker, and you tell them, hey, you can buy some cloud, or you can buy some solid. And they're like, hey, where can I buy it? On Phantom? And then you're like, yeah, sure, buy it on Phantom. But it's not. They say it like it's an exchange. What does it mean? It means that a lot of normal consumers are using Phantom just to tap into crypto. Like it's literally their first touch point with cryptocurrency. And now Phantom is on this huge journey of just onboarding new product suites into their, or new products into their product suite. And it makes a lot of sense what they do, right? So they did leverage trading first via Hyperliquid. Then they also tapped into the stablecoin market with Phantom Cash very recently. And now we have Phantom Terminal. You can trade smarter with advanced charts, real-time data, and ultra-fast execution. With your positions synced to mobile, you can manage trades anytime and anywhere. So that's actually really cool. I mean, obviously you need it on mobile, because I do think that the majority of Phantom users are actually using mobile and not desktop, not the extension. I'm fairly certain on that. And it looks neat as well. It is obviously direct competition to everything we have already on Solana. Juke Pro exists already since a while. Similar trading dashboard. We have OGs on the block like Deck Screener and like Bird Eye, but a lot of people don't really use that to trade. Juke Pro, I think a lot of people use to trade. The biggest market share right now, I think, still has Axiom. But it seems to me like this is supposed to onboard some of the new people as well into trading. Is that good or bad? I don't know. For the industry, it's probably good. But yeah, I think it looks definitely interesting. What are some of the features here? Thousands of markets, one interface, trade memes, trending tokens, and perps from one user-friendly interface. Fluid, responsive design. Okay, that's cool. Lightning fast execution. That is important. Sub-second execution and ultra-low latency. Well, only possible on Solana. Pro tools, less clutter. Trading view charts with drawing tools and indicators. That's what we want to see. Trade anywhere, stay in sync. It is fast, it's fluid, and with synced position. So pretty cool. I mean, again, like I said, I'm happy that we are seeing Phantom cooking new things, because they are definitely onboarding new people to Solana and make them use our beloved ecosystem more and more. But let us move on to some more news from the Solana ecosystem, from some builders in the space. And I am talking about none other than Monke DAO. And Monke DAO has announced something. It seems like an announcement of an announcement. It's not really the full thing yet. I do have some insider information that I won't share with you, but it is almost time to come home. Don't forget, we're all monkeys together with Eat with Nomu, which is Nomu. Let's return to origin. Join the waitlist. What does that all mean? No one knows. There's a waiting list that you can sign up to. So the Twitter post links to a waiting list. It says Monke and Nomu collaboration. Crypto moves fast. Icons last forever. Interesting. And it says see you at breakpoint. So it looks like we're going to learn a little bit more about what this is about when breakpoint time is coming. But what I can tell you is that we do have Nomu, and we know what Nomu is doing. And this might be something interesting together with Nomu when it comes to products, because that's what Nomu's doing. They are helping communities, or basically everyone, to create products, physical products that you can order and wear and use, and whatever the product is. and then everyone who buys the product creates revenue, and some of that revenue flows back to Nomu token holders or OG NFT holders. Because the OG NFTs give a lifelong privilege, get exclusive access, perks, and rewards from Nomu. So those are actually all sold out. 1,000 of them have been sold out. They're right now sitting at 2.4 Sol. I think 2 Sol was the initial mint price. In this market right now, it's pretty good. And I think they give some elevated. We can actually check that out here. The OG NFTs is the first and only NFT collection created as a thank you to our early supporters. It's a membership badge, unlocking community perks, early access, and permanent VIP place in Nomu's journey. So I believe that if you are one of these holders, you do get kind of early access to some of the products and drops and so on. They say exclusive drops. So that's cool. And then the Nomu token, though, is, I think, the centerpiece of everything, because the Nomu token is also what will be used to accrue the revenue share from all these collaborations. So if Monke would be to do something with Nomu that includes products, I believe there will be some sort of buyback mechanism from product sales into Nomu token. And that's how the token creates demand as well for itself. So interesting project, and I'm happy that I can see two legends working with each other. So Monke DAO, obviously we all love him, and Nomu team is also definitely big fan, and good people. And Nomu seems to be helping Monke to innovate a little bit on Solana. So shout out to that collab, really cool. I'm happy to see that these champs are cooking together. Moving on. I got one more Solana ecosystem news for you, and this is more of a technical upgrade, I would say. And it is about Surfpool. Surfpool is now officially included in the official Solana dev stack. What is Surfpool? It's a local development tool that simplifies Solana development by automatically loading programs and accounts from a cluster. Use the Surfpool CLI to start a local validator for testing your programs and transactions. So what does it do? It could help to get a 66% increase in Solana's network capacity. I think that's actually a different piece of news. But for Surfpool, I think we all love whenever we get some upgrades from the infrastructure. This is more like a piece that will be exciting for our devs. And it's been around already since a while, Surfpool. Everyone could use it. But now it is integrated into the official Solana stack. So now you can actually find it in the docs on Solana.com. And it can help especially new people on Solana to test and play around with their new innovations on Solana. And then the other piece of news that I just front ran a little bit is 66% increase in Solana's network capacity, higher transaction per seconds is hiding in plain sight. Solana validators opt into XDP now. I think we're getting faster here on Solana. I feel like every single month we get some updates, how to increase latency and reduce bandwidth on Solana. And this is coming from Ansa, and it's an Agave, which is one of the validator clients on Solana. It's an Agave update. And they announced a little setup guide where they show how to enable the XDP, which stands for Express Data Path in Agave. And this will probably help to validators to be more efficient. And I think that is definitely something that should be looked at from everyone that is running developers on Solana. So I'll definitely also shoot this over to my validator operator to see if that is something useful for us as well. But we all love Solana upgrades, because what makes the chain faster makes the chain better. So that's great as well. Awesome. Now, checking in with some big news from partners. And I think actually I wanna start with the biggest news of it all, which is the Solflare Card, which is finally here. Solflare Card is there. We've been on the waitlist stage for probably longer than 1 month. And now the wait is finally over. Solflare, the Solana wallet, launched It's crypto debit card. It is out. You can get it. You can order it. And they announced this actually just like, not even 1 day ago, half a day ago. This was dropped on Twitter. Most crypto cards come with trade-offs, custodial risk, delays, and hidden fees. But with Solflare, you got self-custody because you actually have one of your Solflare wallets in your Solflare wallet extension or your mobile app that is dedicated to the card, and you can just transfer your funds from any of your other Solflare wallets to that wallet, or you can get paid directly on that wallet. And whenever you tap with your Solflare card or withdraw cash with your Solflare card, it is directly deducted from your non-custodial Solflare account. So it kind of gives you direct access to your money without giving your money to anybody else. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe this is the first time in history that I really see this in a large scale as easy as this happening. There have been some experiments on Ethereum before, with, I think, who was it? You might remember it. I forgot. But there were some already 1-2 years ago that started to do non-custodial cards somehow, but it was fairly clunky, Ethereum style. And at Solflare now, it's so easy because Solflare app by now feels like a fintech app. It feels like I could give it to a normie and he knows kind of what's going on, which is really good. And now with the card, you have your money not with anybody else. It is literally, if you write down your secret phrase and obviously keep it somewhere hidden, very safe, then your money is always with you. Doesn't matter what happens to your phone. Doesn't matter what happens with the world. Doesn't matter if there can be world war. There can be some virus going on. There can be a global shutdown of banking rails and financial system collapses. But you kind of still have your money because you have your secret phrase, which is the beauty of crypto. And as long as MasterCard rails are alive, you will still be able to spend it because no one is going to shut down your Solflare account because it's literally not possible. You can just take your secret phrase and put it in a new Solflare wallet whenever you lose your device, right? So I think this is really, really cool. Maurice is saying, huge step forward for self-custody, huge step forward for Solflare, and huge step forward for Solana. Simply huge. Love it. So yeah, guys, I think this is your call to action to check your eligibility now, because if you have been on the wait list, then you should be able to get that card now. I don't know exactly how fast it will be with deliveries and so on. I can tell you that it's only possible with Google Wallet right now, because Apple Wallet is still pending. That's what they say in the post. So yeah, that's all the info I have on Solflare Card right now. But really happy that the card is out. So that's really good. Bullish on that. There's one more little nugget when it comes to Solflare. That news definitely is in the shadow of the card launch, not going to lie. But there has been a little feature upgrade again when it comes to the Solflare app, which is also really cool. You can customize your Solflare app. Portfolio widgets. Don't be like Mr. Crocker yelling, fairy godparents. If you remember that show, then yeah, drop a comment. Basically, you can set up your custom portfolio page. You can view everything in one spot, choose what to show and where, add widgets for tokens, NFTs, staking, and activity. So that's really cool. You can just pop up your Solflare app. There's a customize button that you can see. You drag and drop your sections, and then you have your portfolio page in a way arranged that you like it. And you can include the most important tokens for you on that page, so you always have them right at the front, as well as stocks as well. You can disable collectibles if you don't want to see them on the main page, and so on. So just a little nifty upgrade of the app itself, which is always good. Solflare just keeps shipping. Someone else who keeps shipping is SNS. SNS.sol Solana name service. We have an October, November SNS recap, and it is on Twitter, and we can see what was accomplished from October to November. We have 13.6 thousand new .sol domains registered, which is really cool. We have a lot of claims coming from secret coupons. That is nice. We have 7 new partnerships, including Helios, MagicSwap, and Icon Shop. Besides that, we have top domain sales, guys. Take a guess what it would be. It is Gengar.sol. Don't ask me, I have no idea. Gengar.sol. We have Lucas.sol. That is actually very good. straightforward. If your name is Lucas, well, this domain, $15,000. And we have chat.sol. Chat, not chat, but chat. Not sure. Don't ask me again. But people are paying money for these domains, literally 15,000 US dollar. A free.sol for secret owners. There was a campaign that went down last month as well. I think it's still live, by the way. You can get a free 10-character .sol domain inside your SNS app on the Seeker. Besides that, we have community votes, referral update approved. New referral tiers are live. I think we touched on this already a little bit earlier. There has been a vote going on, and now we have a new system where you need a little bit less. I think we also have an announcement for that. Maybe let me see if I find it. But we definitely can use the ref program now better, because you don't have to stake so much SNS anymore to get into a higher tier, which gives you higher rewards basically. So now your .sol just got even stronger. You have regular user, 300,000 SNS holdings, which gives you 2% ref fee up to VIP 3, which is larger than 10 million SNS holdings. I think before that it was 20 or 30 or something, for 20% ref fees. So the more SNS you put into this, into your wallet basically, the more ref fees you are getting. You don't really have to stake it, by the way. I think you just have to hold the SNS. So yeah, probably the first big SNS vote that actually went through, where a decision has been made, which is also very cool. Okay, now we have one more small news from SNS as well. I think there is a giveaway going on, a Black Friday giveaway. Black Friday may come for wallets, so we decided to fill yours. Celebrate the season with our $500 prize pool giveaway. Register your new .sol between November 17 and 27. That is right now. All you have to do is register a fresh .sol domain. So you have to sign up to a new .sol domain, comment it on the main post, and add it to your display name on X for a bonus entry, which you can also do. So that's really cool. $500 prize pool where you can win something. If you have been thinking about getting an SNS domain, then maybe now is actually the time to do that, because you can take part in the little giveaway at the same time. Now, last but not least, last update from the Solana ecosystem that I got prepared for you is about Flash Trade, and it is just a little reminder that Flash Trade is cooking on new technology together with Magic Block, bringing you effortless trading better than a sex. I think it has been the vision of Flash Trade since a long time, that they want to be more sexy with a C. That's what Anas keeps saying. So basically, it behaves like a centralized exchange, but it is a decentralized exchange under the hood. The perps war is on. There's a lot of perps competing right now for market share on Solana. A lot of great ideas as well, and everyone has the same goal really, which is, again, increase latency and reduce latency, increase bandwidth. And this is what Flash Trade is also trying to do. And they're working with Magic Block for this. And they're working on a little update with the Margin Engine V2. Let's check out the clip real quick.
Yeah, Magic Block Hacker House Marathon.
Yes, the whole team at Flash Trade and the teams at Magic Blocks have Flash Trade app working on Magic Blocks engine, fastest decentralized exchange, fully on-chain, gasless, no latency, transactions per second as well. So they would have the same latency that they get on a centralized exchange.
The same latency that they would get on a centralized exchange. So what's coming? 24/5 stocks, major indices and metals, exploring prop AMM pool for more assets, Margin Engine V2 team focus. They are working on spot order book powered by Manifest. I don't know what that means yet. And more forex pairs and degen mode. So basically you can trade more assets with 500x. You will get a faster execution with Margin Engine, so just a much faster user experience, as well as potentially Remora assets, which are tokenized stocks on a perpetual exchange on Solana. Interesting. Either way, ladies and gents, has been your update for the week about some of the news and launches on Solana, so that you know what's going on, because we don't sleep here at Solana. there's always something going on. Awesome. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in again for this episode of Soul Brothers and getting your rundown on the latest and greatest. And make sure to tune in as well to the next ones. Check out other videos on our YouTube as well. And drop us a like and register or subscribe to our YouTube account as well, because it helps us to grow even faster on our social media channels. Until the next one, thanks so much. Peace out.